Hello and welcome to today's reading. Today we are channeling a message from Andromeda. As I am recording this, today is the last day of the Lionsgate portal for 2023. For those of you watching this when I upload, this is your closing energy for the Lionsgate portal. This is coming through as advice almost from Andromeda to navigate the world, to navigate the energy shifts that are occurring now and will be occurring in the next year or so. We are using the Starseed Oracle to channel these messages today. We have 5 cards today: Inner Earth, Child of the Cosmos, Perspective, The Great Severing, and Earthed. The first energy that is coming through is Inner Earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings, paired with Child of the Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. This may be indicating that you have been seeking information from external sources, from books, podcasts, videos, from other people, information that derives from other people specifically, not even necessarily the planet, but other human beings. This is going to be a time that is a bit chaotic, and people aren't going to be necessarily completely clear. So while things may be synchronistic, things may still be coming through to you, it may come through kind of jumbled and garbled. So it's almost like you're listening to a tape inside out and backwards and upside down. It's got that sort of confusing, you know that it's saying something, but it's coming through kind of muddled. And I think that this may be indicating that in the next year or so, when you seek information from external sources, you are going to get mixed messages. You are going to be seeing that the information is a bit muddled and garbled and, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but I don't know how that applies to me. It's not very straightforward and clear like it might have been once before, where, for example, you might have come to an energy reading on YouTube and it's like they were literally saying every single detail from your life or situation that you were asking about or wanting an update on. And now it's going to be somewhat less clear. It's not going to feel as personal. It's not going to feel as obvious. Like you're going to have to translate a lot and make a lot of connections and correlations in order to get the message through. It's like water being filtered through 100 layers of sand and gravel and different stones. It does clean up the energy, but like it requires you to put a lot of effort, and it takes a lot longer for you to get the end result. And what you're not seeing is that there is a wellspring of perfectly pure, clean water that has all of the essential minerals and nutrients in it for you to drink right behind you. But you're trying to get this water through this intense, insane filtering process that you get like one drip at a time, where if you just turn around, you have this entire wellspring behind you of unending sources of this water that you are needing. And this is coming through as yourself, your own inner world, your own understanding of reality. You may not have developed it completely. You may feel like you need help to get there, and you can ask for that guidance and help. But instead of asking for the messages from other people, instead of looking to other people for the answers, you can say, I am going on this journey and this is what I want to learn. Now you take a look at your own inner world, your own understanding, your own experiences, or if you're trying to learn about a physical thing like ferns or mushrooms or trees, go out and experience it for yourself. Come back with your questions if you have any, if they aren't answered for you just by engaging with it. And sit on them and meditate a little bit. Try to figure it out yourself. And if you get stuck, then ask for guidance on the stuckness, not the answers to your questions. you're going to find that it is much, much more efficient and integrating to figure these things out on your own, by your own experience. It is time for you now. I'm seeing a grid, like a crystal grid almost, but it's also like a grid made out of wire with little crystals placed on each crossing. And this grid has been set up inside your body, inside your mind, in order to take this information in order to have connectivity from one thing to another that would seem unrelated, but actually give you the key to understanding it. And it's like, rather than reading a book, taking all the time to read the book, then sitting with the information and digesting it for a couple of months, you're going to be integrating and digesting at the same time as you are uncovering, understanding the information, should you choose to take this advice from Andromeda. They're saying that you are incredibly old, is what they're saying. I think what they're meaning is that your soul is old, your understanding is old, your wisdom is old. You have this information locked up in your body. It's in your DNA. It is in your understanding of reality. It is in your poetry. It is in between the lines of your fingers, of your face. There is nothing that you could ever wonder about that you don't already have the answer to. It's just a matter of putting the pieces back together. I'm seeing a shattered puzzle. You have to put the pieces back together. You don't need other people to tell you how to put a puzzle together. You just need to sit with the puzzle and work with it. The next two cards that are coming together are perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground, and the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I am seeing this on a larger scale. I don't see this necessarily being particularly individual, though it may trickle down into your personal life. There is going to be a lot of uprising, a lot of chaotic energy shaking up in the coming months. I'm hearing, I was going to say the next year, but they said the coming months, and it will be disconcerting if you are attached to it. For example, if you are living in a big city like London or Hong Kong or New York, and you work in a corporate job and like you live and breathe the corporate commercialized life. If you have this level of dependency on that human created societal lifestyle, it is going to be rough. So letting go of that, not getting rid of it, but letting go of your attachment and need for it, creating meaning and understanding and perspective, literally, through other things like taking a walk outside in a forest, taking a walk near the water, taking some time to meditate, work with your dreams, just play some imagination games. What if this happened? What if that happened? What if I was a unicorn? Just some more ungrounded energy, believe it or not, is being recommended for you at this time. And the reason for this is that when the earth shakes and you are tethered to it, it will shake you around with it. But if the earth shakes and you have a quick release, you will easily be able to let go and float around, still affected but not destroyed by the shaking. So this working on removing attachments while staying within proximity of these things is going to help you to have that quick release. It's going to build that muscle that will enable you to have that quick release when things start to shake up. So let's say you have a home and you were born in this home and you'll die in this home. That is not a great attitude to have at this time if you want to get through this next next little bit unscathed. It is okay to like your home. It's okay to live in your home. I'm not telling you to sell your house, but it is a good idea to think about what you might do instead if for whatever reason you can't be in your home, or you don't want to be in your home, or you're suddenly called to be elsewhere. Again, this is not saying that these things are going to happen. It's just encouraging you to have energetic and emotional flexibility. It's encouraging you to do some mental yoga around the things that structure your life. And we have our last card to close out our reading today. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. I think that pretty much emphasizes what we were talking about before. There is this saying that goes around that says, we are spiritual beings in physical bodies. This is very true. However, our physical body is integral to our spiritual being as well. It is custom made by our being for us. So taking care of your body is important. Taking care of your physical space is important because it is how you navigate the world. It is like if you played a video game. That's a great example for this, and lots of people use it. It's like playing a video game, and you have you never clean out the disc port, and it gets all cluttered up with dust and fuzzies. Well, you're gonna have poor connectivity, even though you aren't saying that you are your game console. You do need to maintain it in order to navigate the game, because if you have poor connectivity, it's going to glitch in and out. It might restart levels. It might make you wait a little bit because you have to turn it off and turn it back on and all that kind of stuff. And likewise, you want to make sure that you are charging your I don't know what they're called, like the remote, the thing that you use to actually move your character around in your hand, the thing that you hold in your hand. You're going to need to make sure that it's plugged in, make sure that it has batteries, make sure it has fresh batteries, check in on it every now and then. These things are your body and your home. Yes, you need to, like I said, kind of loosen your grip on the way that your life has been structured maybe. However, you need to do your maintenance and upkeep. You may need to do new maintenance and upkeep. It may be that the maintenance and upkeep that you've been doing functioned then, but now it is time for you to upgrade that process in order for you to have this more quick reflex timing, is what I'm hearing. Part of that is going to be this first message that came through with going inside to find answers. You may be someone who, let's say you do meditations to clear your aura, to cleanse your body, or you listen to sound healing. These are great. They work. However, it is time for you to take the reins. Do your own meditation. Do your own work. You don't need to go to other sources to connect with yourself. You don't need these tools. They are helpful when you are learning. They are helpful when you are tired and you need the support. But if you can build that muscle again, building that muscle so that you can do it yourself, you're going to be grateful to yourself now for having done it and being able to have that flexibility and freedom to not only survive but thrive if you don't have resources like this, or if these resources no longer work for you. So you are being prepared for I'm seeing a plateau, like an actual plateau, like a Grand Canyon plateau. You are being elevated to the next plateau, and you're going to be there for a while, and you need to prepare yourself for the transition time, because once you're there, it'll be different. But in between the actual ascent to this new level, this new plane of existence, it's going to be change. It's going to be transformational. And I keep being reminded of the nomadic nature of the Andromedans, that They live on their spaceships, for example. Maybe you are someone who considers themselves to be a nomad, but really what I'm getting is more of this symbolism of this freedom to move wherever you're being called by your intuition, not called by another entity, but called by your intuition, wherever you're drawn to, wherever you're feeling a sense of understanding, resonance, curiosity. I'm getting that sensation you get when you're thirsty and you can like feel water in your mouth. That feeling of like yearning almost for a new thing, a new experience, a new location. This is going to be part of that process, and in order to get to that place efficiently and as smoothly as possible, you're going to want to do these exercises where you're pulling your strings out of the structures you've built. And while it may come with you, it may all of these structures may come with you and you won't have to leave them. You do need to have that looseness and fluidity. Now I'm seeing contact. They put a chair inside the vessel, and they weren't supposed to have a chair inside the vessel, but they were like, how is that possible? They're gonna go flying around or whatever, and it's not gonna, like, they're gonna die because they're not strapped into anything. But as the process began, it was quickly obvious that the chair was actually the thing that was going to kill the person, the thing that was meant to keep them safe. They needed the space. They needed the freedom to move about in the space in order to stay safe. And that is what you're being called to cultivate within your life at this time. I hope that this message helped. The Andromedans are preparing you for a big upgrade, and I think you know about this. I'm going to be doing an energy update for what I've noticed this Lionsgate probably next week. I think that might be interesting to you because some of it has to do with this energy today. But that is all I have for you today. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment if you feel like sharing any of your experiences this Lionsgate, ideas, topics, things that you have recently stumbled on, or themes that you are seeing having a resurgence. Until next time.